empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
What's up, everybody? It's your man, Kayla Laws, a.k.a. Senor Wapo. Do me a favor. Go to Instagram. Go to Twitter. You can even go over to Facebook and type in Senor Wapo 713 SENORGUAPO 713 and follow your boy. Listen, I got my brother from another style mother. He's been missing in action for the past 2 episodes, but it's okay because he's been out there traveling in the world, doing dope things for the community. And he'll tell you a little bit more about that. But my boy B, what up, man?
Yo, I've been missing in action half of the show, just like a fraction.
Oh, here we go.
No, it's not Action Jackson. It's just
You lost
making
the skills.
sure.
No, you lost the skills. You
3-point Sean John Paxton.
Sean John Paxton, really?
I said 3-point shot, Sean Paxton. What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Real B, MONT. You already know what time it is. It's time to tune in and turn up on another Monday.
Hey.
We got a special guest. A couple special guests in the building with us today.
Yeah, man.
We got some amazing things that we're going to talk about. And plus, you know, Senor Wapro celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Yo, what up?
I don't think he mentioned that to anybody, but so today is just a continuation of the celebration for the Zulu Nation. Okay. No, I'm not Haitian. Emancipation.
Proclamation.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Bars all day, by the way.
Bars
all day.
No boo-boo bars. Shout out to Toby.
Oh, man. It's a little hot in
Get out
here.
of
But
there.
yeah, so we have none other than my boy, Mr. Aaron Wilson, in the building, representing, you know, a couple of different things. You know, number one, Forward and Beyond.
Hey,
you know,
there it is.
You know, Aaron runs the Forward and Beyond here in Houston, the Houston branch. Yeah, that's right. I said Houston branch because we expanded. We'll talk about that a little later. And none other than Mr. Man himself, Mr. Black Prestige.
Hey,
Dorian.
Hello. It's Monday.
You know class is in session if Dorian is here.
Oh,
listen,
come on.
Do you see what he's wearing? Like, if you really could see, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. The knit tie.
Guys,
Listen,
stop it.
The chartreuse knit tie.
I can't even spell that.
I can't either. It's something with a CH something. Chartreuse. Right?
Belated happy
guess
birthday, man.
CHR.
Appreciate you.
TRUSE. I would guess, but I'm pretty sure that's very wrong.
It's something like, but we're going to get very right now. We're going to talk to everyone. Listen, if this is your first time tuning in to G is for Gentlemen, either via video or just the audio platform, let me kind of give you a breakdown of what we do. We are a celebration, a show that celebrates gentlemanly style and culture. But remember the and culture. That's the key piece. We use style to weave everything together. We're always going to talk about an element or two of fashion and style here about menswear. But we want to make sure that we expand the conversation beyond just the clothes, right? Because as black men, we are way more than what we wear. It is about who we are. It is about what we do in the community. It is about how we love our families. It is about so much more than just these doggone clothes. So we'd like to talk gentlemanly talk. So let's talk to our special guest, Aaron and Dorian. Aaron, what's up, man? How you?
good, man. How are you?
Good, bro. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you know Aaron talk real low, so
I know.
I gotta make sure Aaron,
Aaron
be in the mic because he.
That's in the past. We're going forward.
I like Brandon. So listen.
Taste the soup.
Taste the soup. Is the soup hot or is the soup cold?
Where's the spoon?
So
bars.
What? So Aaron, talk to us about what is a gentleman to you, bro?
Well, definitely commend you guys here, man. You guys are I see you guys as my big brother, so definitely thank y'all for having me on. But a gentleman to me is much more than what a man wears. I think it goes deeper into what a man do. Growing up, I didn't grow up. I grew up with more of a conservative father. So, my dad, he definitely wore more so of the regular clothes, the basic clothes. But so to be a gentleman to me, I think is really about how you handle your things and how you handle stuff. So, opening doors for people, I think that's gentleman-like. How you speak, how you conduct yourself. I think that's the definition of a gentleman.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Good looking, Dorian. Add to that.
It's much more than the clothes. It's how you act. It's how you move. It's etiquette.
Yeah, etiquette. That's what I'm talking about.
It's what you do when nobody's looking. That's cliche, but I mean it's real.
Yeah.
You definitely have to know how to move in the room, regardless of who's in it. And it's something you have to work on daily. It's not, I'm a gentleman, and it's kind of like you got to work out to maintain your physique. You got to maintain to be a gentleman, because it can go south like today.
Right.
Speaking of chartreuse ties, I wanted to ask you, Aaron, because we've asked you several times, Dorian, about your personal style.
Okay.
And you are just, first of all, letting us know that you are not one-dimensional, Mr. Dorian, Mr. Black Prestige. Every time you come in here, you kill him with a little something.
A little sauce.
Making me feel some kind of way. But Aaron, how would you define your own personal style?
Well, first, I think my personal style is developing. Being around men right now, I'm seeing a different type of styles of dressing. In my career, I'm a pharmaceutical sales rep, so it's very conservative. I wear the white shirts, the regular ties and stuff like that. But to see the GQ of it now, I definitely respect that. My style, I love Jordans. I'm a Jordan guy, so if I could wear Jordans all day long, I will. But I'm growing. I'm growing into seeing different styles. We're in Chelsea boots now, which was hard for me to do at first.
I bet you used to clown people.
I clown people. I thought it was elf shoes. Like, what are these shoes they have on their feet?
Elf shoes.
Elf shoes. But I have a pair now, So I think my style is developing. It's growing. Definitely seeing what you have on today is pretty dope. So I may steal that as well. I like that camel. I mean, I never really do camel before, but I like that. Even with the peach that Brandon has on right now with the yellow hat, that's different. I think my style, as I'm 28 and I'm growing, you guys are about 50 and up, I'm trying to be like you guys.
Come on, what are you doing, sir? I just met you officially.
That's all right.
He clowning off
If
real.
you be that kind of show, let me know from the beginning.
Let me know. Dang on me.
Let me know.
Good.
About that life.
So Dorian, you said you were in pharmaceutical sales. Yeah, these lights is killing it.
You mean Aaron.
What I said?
Dorian.
My bad. My fault. Aaron, you said you were in pharmaceutical sales.
Yes, sir.
But you also a man of the community, right? Like,
yes,
you
sir.
love giving back. You work with Ford and Beyond. Make sure you go to _Ford and Beyond on Instagram or FordandBeyond.com to see what we got going on. Phenomenal work in the community, trying to change these kids' lives in the southwest part of Houston, Texas. Soon to be all over this country. But you're an integral part of that, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell us why it is important for gentlemen to be a part of the community and to really be, present.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of these kids, they have not had a chance to see what a man looks like, and that's a positive image to them. Or not law enforcement, or not a teacher. So just being respectful and showing them how to be respectful is major. A lot of these kids don't understand what that means, to just be respectful. A lot of these kids have crazy attitudes and have crazy issues that they're going through. So just to be that male figure, that gentleman that holds the doors for women, even for a man. I hold the door for anybody. If you need that access, that's what I'm here for. So just showing them that type of positive image is very important for these young people growing up.
Yeah, man. I totally would agree, man. Brandon, what made you start Ford and Beyond, bro?
I was already working, and Aaron was working with me also, but and you as well. But I was already working for another organization that it was a great organization that was servicing the needs of students in the community. But I wanted to see how we could possibly do more, you know. And you and several other people, Aaron, a lot of people were pushing me like, hey man, you should start your own thing. You start your own thing. But I'm like, nah, man, I like what I'm doing. I was comfortable. And then one day my wife, she just was like, listen, I took the liberty to go ahead and start, get you a business license, and the name of your company is called Forward and Beyond. Like, she told me what I was doing. She was like, the name of it. As soon as she said the words Forward and Beyond, I was like, that's actually kind of dope. Like that could go a lot of different places. You know what I'm saying?
But isn't it amazing when you partner with the persons that you're supposed to partner with? They'll push you towards destiny.
Oh yeah, I was just talking to Aaron. I was just
they'll push you towards destiny.
I was just getting some text messages just now, which could have been taken one of two ways. It's like, oh man, like they're really trying to hate or say something. But like I was looking at it like, man, I thought to myself, I was like, man, I'm thankful that I have eyes that see things that I can't see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And hopes to make me better. And it's like, yeah, it's growth, man. I want to grow, man. I want to grow as a leader. I want to grow as an organization. I want to grow as a friend, a brother, as a coworker, whatever you deem me as. I want to grow in that area for that person and for myself. And ultimately for the same common goal of whatever it is that we're trying to reach. And so I've learned along the way, outside of just whatever it is that you're aiming to do or to be or to aspire to change in the community, growth is an integral part of that. But here's where we mess up: not becoming easily offended. A lot of times, everybody says they want to grow and they want to be in a certain place.
That's hitting me.
But how easily offended do we get if somebody delivers? They're saying good stuff, but they don't deliver it in the manner in which we were ready to receive it. Or not only that, they're saying something that we really need to hear, but because of who it's coming from, we don't want to give them credence.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We can learn a lot. You can learn a lot from your enemies. You can learn a lot from your frenemies. You can learn a lot from your family. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if it's all about taking whatever that person says, whether you want to hang out with them or not, but if there's something that they said constructive that you can add to your repertoire and help you grow in whatever area it is that you consider yourself to be an expert in, then that's how I like to move forward and beyond. And then when I learn more and I know more, I can pass that on to others, and then they can move forward. And that's where the beyond comes in, because all these people are becoming agents of change, just passing on what they learn.
Right. That's major.
So I mean, that for me, that's important, and for you guys too. Like I've seen both of you guys. Like Dorian, I know you take a lot of pride, not just in your attire, but I feel like who you are as a man and your overall perception of how people see you. I know we've talked to you several different times about, what does it mean to look well in the workplace, and what kind of access do you get doing this or doing that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think just talk to us a little bit about what it means, not to just have access, but to use that access to wherever it is you're trying to grow ultimately, whether that's in the career world, whether that's in the philanthropic world, whether that's with your relationships, with, you know what I'm saying? Like how is representing yourself in a good manner and the access that you gain from that, how are we really supposed to use that and move forward? Like what are we really supposed to do?
Oh, that's a heavy question. It's good though. As you said, I definitely take pride in, because unfortunately perception is reality. So I really use the mantra of who you want to be needs to be projected in how you look. I mean, it's kind of shallow, but it's real all in the same. So once I dress the part, quote unquote, or I look how I want to aspire to be inevitably, it should be, okay, so when I have the access to, whether it be leads to business or a woman I'm really pursuing, like, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to be faithful and a good steward over once you have the access to it? Yeah, so then it goes from, I have the access, now what am I doing with it? Like, how am I going to change the situation since I've become part of it now? So I have the access, so what am I going to do with it? Like, you can't just be selfish. So you need to you have to figure out, it's got to be bigger than you. I think that's
better speak, Dorian. You saying something? I
don't
even think you realize.
Mad nuggets.
No, I don't.
Mad nuggets.
You're really
saying
something, Dorian.
We should have an uncut G for gentlemen, but I'm literally learning. Just in 2018, we in the third month. Like, even when you get curveballs, are you gonna break? Are you gonna fold? Or are you gonna do what you need to do? I mean, diamonds are made out of pressure.
Listen.
So even within the access, okay, you have the access, you have what it takes, but then you get hit with life. But you have the access, so use what you were given.
The beautiful thing about curveball, you said throwing curveballs, man. The beautiful thing about the curveball is, you know, you still even though it curves, you still can swing at it.
Right. Look, this show is taking a turn. I feel like your boy from podcast. I know where we're going now. I know where we're going now.
You know what I'm saying? Like even though it curves, you still can swing at it. And even in the game, you have multiple opportunities to swing at it. Even when you strike out, your number is going to get called back again to go up to bat again. You know what I'm saying? And so, as gentlemen, I think it's important that we understand this game of life and this game, you know, of husbandry and this game of being in the community and this game of style and everything. And that's just really trying to listen, man. We're called to be king. A black man, bro. Let's just go there for a second. We're called to be kings. We come from kings. You know what I'm saying? The word nigga comes from nigus, which was an Ethiopian word that meant king, and that was the word that they gave to aspire to the kings of the tribes. So even when they are calling you a nigga, they are really calling you king. You see what I'm saying?
You better speak, Black Panther.
No, I'm just saying. And so we have to know that ourselves, and then be able to impart that into our community. And that's what I love what Ford and Beyond is doing. And that's what you're talking about, man. You know, kings have to go to war. But you know what I'm saying? Man. But kings ain't afraid to go to war. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. And it's an amazing thing, man. And so I love talking to dope men. I love talking to dope guys. And I love talking about dope gifts and talents. In fact, this portion of the show is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com and use coupon code DOPE for a 10% off of exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Man. Sizes are selling out fast.
Speaking of dopeness, man, shout out to everybody that's tuning in and turning up with us on Facebook. Ashley, Joseph, Jay, Grizzy, Andre, Dawn. Is that Dawn? Mm-hmm. I can't see from the side.
Albert, Jarvis, Angela. We appreciate you.
Jarvis, what's up?
My mom, bro.
Mom Dukes.
What's good? Thank you for tuning in. So we talk about.
So now Aaron will do an A and B selection from something that he learned back in Sunday school.
So check it. We talk about dopeness apparel. So let's talk fashion real quick before we get into the meat of this thing, right?
Or we could just talk fashion before we get into the meat of this thing.
I can't stand you.
Okay, let's do it.
After 11 years at the helm of a major fashion house, Chris Van Ash, known as KVA, is leaving. Well, he will continue to express his assignment. It will be announced at a later stage, but he's leaving LV. He's it's a wrap. He's been the creative director for Louis Vuitton for 11 years, and he's headed to Dior Home, which is really, really dope.
Where's your home, Dorian?
Huh?
Where's your home?
Knock it off.
Dorian, where's your home?
So no. But I said Dior Home. Shut up.
Oh,
I can't stand you, bro. I swear to God, I hate this guy.
That's why I just got quiet.
Right.
Dorian said, knock it off.
Right. Just chill.
I'm already on these lights.
Right, these lights are baking me right now. So, you know, we got to look at Kim Jones. He's going to replace Chris Van Ash. Kim Jones graduated from Central St. Martin in 02. And he had a business that did real well in terms of his style line. But it's cool to see when you look at the reason I bring some of this stuff up, because when you really pay attention to fashion like this, you'll be able to see the different aesthetics. You'll be able to see the different looks, the different things that are happening and coming out. And with a brand like LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moet and Hennessy,
that's really what it says.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton, Moet and Hennessy. It's all one company.
The umbrella is
dumb.
It's crazy.
That's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Crazy.
Louis,
like Sephora is under there.
Yeah,
Moet
And Hennessy.
It's like a $4 billion valuation in terms of the company. Yeah, it's crazy.
I need to add a Sean John, and you
it's
got
crazy.
a video.
Listen, But listen, I know, right? You're dumb.
What's a rock in there?
So let's also check out Macy's, man.
Yo, yeah. So Macy's basically mobile checkout, and you can tell me what you mean by this, Kalen. But powered by the Macy's app and designed to speed the in-store checkout process now, which a lot of times people are. We're a postmodernism society. We like to have it our way, and we want convenience. Right. And so basically, they said we're going to make this as convenient as possible. You don't have time to come to the store. Well, if you do, let me just make a mobile checkout process real easy for you. Because the last thing people want to do is like, have you ever gone to a department store and you? I'll say 2 stores that I do this in frequently. Marshalls and like maybe a Ross or something. Lines are ridiculous. Like you'll have something in your hand, you're like, never mind, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't.
So a mobile checkout process like this, I think that's going to help out a lot. And so it's basically to help with design with the speed and the in-store checkout process. And it's now slated for a nationwide rollout at all of the full line stores by the end of this year. Yeah, that's crazy. In addition, an augmented reality furniture shopping experience will also be incorporated into the Macy's app, and that's going to be rolling out in the beginning of April.
Yeah. So and what it is really you take the tag, and you know how like you can go on certain apps and you can search if that item is in with the app. You can scan a tag with your app and search if the item is in stock at that store. Well, you can actually purchase it now. You can take the tag, boop, scan it. Your information is saved into the app. You buy it and you walk out.
So how do you stop people from theft and
all that? So like, that I was digging about. I really don't know. I was digging about that because you have the sensors and the tags and all that kind of stuff on there,
especially with profiling in stores too.
Yeah. Shrinkage gonna be.
It's gonna be kind of crazy.
But if anybody can handle it, the giant of Macy's, you know what I'm saying?
That's really for them to figure out.
They know how to handle it. But it just shows that. About how you have to continue to be forward thinking, because the last 3 shows I've been talking about retail, and I could have brought up 2 more, retailer after retailer after retailer that's losing because they're not digitally savvy, right? And they're not staying with the time. So it's just something to know. It can speed things up. Also another article that I found, which is really cool, man, is that it says men are not embracing online shopping as much as women, and are more likely to shop in store at full price retailers, according to a new report on retail disruption by First Insight. Right, I love that. Yeah, check the data. 22% of male respondents they surveyed 1,000 people, right? And 22% of that 1,000 people of the male respondents reported frequently shopping on mobile devices, compared to 40% of women shop on their phones. 22% of men shop on their phones. 40% of women shop on their phones. Right. 46% of men are frequently shopping on Amazon versus 60% of women on Amazon. Wow. Right. The disparity is crazy. 44% of male respondents cite being able to touch and feel a product as the main driver for them going in store. Yeah. And why do you think that is, though?
I mean, for me, I don't like to buy stuff online in general. Yeah. I want to try my clothes on. I want to see how it fits. I mean, just buying from European clothes, European stores like Zara's and stuff like that, a lot of the clothes don't really fit as well as I would like them. So if I order online, I have the issue with, well, what if it doesn't fit me? I have to send it back. That's a hassle. Right. My wife, she orders stuff online all the time, but she, it fits her. So,
I agree, man. And then talk to us about textiles, feeling the textiles too, and understanding that part.
When I read the notes for the night, I was ecstatic to know that's actually documented. That men they prefer to be able to feel.
I thought it was just me.
Feel it, touch it, try it. Because I mean, in my own personal reasons why I think that's phenomenal is because inevitably I want my own by appointment only atelier. So all custom. So I mean, obviously millennials in the day and age we live in, I mean, everything is phone, everything is app, everything is
quick. Yeah.
Turnaround. I mean, everybody has just pull up and we already have ordered it.
Right.
But in this case, in a retail clothing space, I mean, even for me with books, like I don't have anything.
Yeah, and I
want to feel my GQ. I want to read my Malcolm Gladwell books. Like I don't want to swipe.
Come on, Malcolm Gladwell.
You know what I'm saying?
Outliers. That's my book, bro. That's my
David
book.
and Goliath.
David and Goliath.
Oh.
Which is the beginning of Outlier.
I love
Absolutely.
hanging around smart people.
Yeah, bro. I love it.
I'm telling you, smoke and mirrors, baby.
But shut up, man. I ain't talking about some smoking mirrors.
I really do read though. Hold on.
But it's interesting, man, to know that guys shop more online.
You mean in store?
What did I say?
Online.
I've been messing up.
It's all good, man. Hey, it's your birthday this week, man. We celebrating. It's all good.
It is.
Matter of fact, I think some people want to celebrate with us.
Yeah, man. And I want to talk to the Facebook Livers, folks, and ask that you subscribe to our show on all the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. That means be nice. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends, and donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. That's / means the one that leans to the right. Listen, Sharice Nicole, Elizabeth Armstrong, Angela, we appreciate you guys. Jay Sneed, I hope it's Jay or Jai, I'm not really sure. Shantera, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you go over to www.thesphere.tv and hit that subscribe button to get the rest of the show. So let's keep it popping, man. So let's talk about, it's 2018. We're in the springtime, right?
Right.
And so it's the weather has completely changed here in Houston. It was 86 today.
Yeah, because last week I was in New York and it was 20 degrees outside.
Sexy, scarfed up.
Yeah,
Right.
it was cold, but I felt
Right.
real warm. I felt real warm.
Yeah.
But just the fact that I could wear something like that,
Right.
I'll never wear that here in Houston. Maybe once or twice.
Well, but it's crazy because we actually had a winter this year. When you think about it, we had our version of a winter. We had about we had about almost 60 days of sub 40 consistently at some point in time, and that's a winter for us. That's winter for us.
Yeah.
But we're in springtime, so let's talk about a couple of spring trends, right? And so when we look at what was happening over in oh Lord, stuff is loud. When we look over at what's happening in with all the fashion weeks in Europe, there were a number of different trends that popped up. Number one was the 80s. 80s is back.
80s babies.
80s, we are 80s babies in here. 80s is back. Boxy jackets, Dorian. Wow. Light wash jeans with the frayed bottoms at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You remember you used to walk on them on purpose so you could fray the bottoms. Yeah.
I'm not even.
Right. Track jackets with suits and trousers. Like just picture Saved by the Bell.
Man,
That's what's back.
I love it.
I mean,
I love it. I don't like the baggy. I'm not down with the baggy pants yet. I can't. I can't do that. Nope. And it took me a long time to get to the fitted pants. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while to get there, but when I got there, it's kind of like I don't want to wear pants that don't fit me.
Absolutely. There's
anymore.
a difference, Dorian and Aaron. Right? We talk to our clients like this about this all the time. There's a difference between something being too small and fitting properly. Mm-hmm. We're so used to stuff not fitting properly.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? That we think it's too small. No, it's actually that's the way it's supposed to fit.
Right.
You see
You're
what I'm saying?
accustomed to your clothing to fitting how it should fit you.
Exactly, your body type. Yeah, you think just because you swole, you got to wear these big long. No. Get you the right pair, the right cut. That's why I'm such an advocate for Levi's, because they got 19 different cuts in terms of denim. Literally 19 different cuts, so it can fit almost any guy.
Right.
So another trend, pink. Now what they're calling it is millennial pink, and a lot of guys, which I don't get, still don't wear pink. I don't understand
so
it.
crazy
I rock
to me.
Man,
I rock pink.
You walking in pretty much now.
This is actually salmon, but you know.
Since Cameron days.
Right.
I was just gonna say 2003, 2004. That was
Dipset.
Yeah.
I mean, but cats was wearing. I mean, because of the culture,
Right.
They were wearing it via cam. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like it was real
serious.
relevant back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the long pink white tees. I remember Cam kind of made it. He was on it hard.
But urban culture, he really was.
But even before Cam, I always liked a nice like pink polo button
Facts.
up or
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Something
love
like that. Like I
facts.
wouldn't wear a full out pink suit or something like that.
But that's what's happening now. These guys are
kinda
getting
fresh, though.
these guys getting these millennial.
But you
pinks.
got to make it pop though. It can't just be.
But it naturally pops though.
But I can't see. Here's what I can't do though.
That's too baggy.
I can't do that.
That's the 80s silhouettes. That's what's in right now. Is what remember, this is the spring trend.
Miami Vice.
So this is not what's going to be timeless or what's going to last.
And think about it. Most of the stuff that you see up there, most guys don't wear. I mean, I've seen some people wear it in public, you know, but most people will see the trends or they'll see the whatever, and they'll still get it cut to fit them a certain way, or they're just more or less looking at the brands I
was just going to say that farthest right. You chop off some of that break, and put a different shoe.
Live. Yeah,
that's live.
No, I'm not gonna front. I like the shoe.
That's silly.
I like the shoe for that one.
Talking about the sandal?
Yeah, I actually like the shoe for that one. But you gotta take off the break though.
Pro sandals. I mean, if your dogs are done, handle it.
Right, absolutely.
You know what else is coming back in, or is a trend for now? That's vertical stripes.
Yeah.
I think I've been seeing that. More and more as like when I was in New York, I saw it. I've even seen it some people here are doing it more and more. We're starting to see the stripes come back in a vertical way.
In a vertical way, right? I see what you did there. But the beautiful thing about the vertical stripes is they're so varied. So vertical stripes are the stripes that look good on any man because regardless of you being tall or short, it elongates you, right?
Right.
And so because the eye goes up and down, it makes you scan. The thing of where you got to be careful with vertical stripes is because you do scan, your shoe game got to really be on point. Your accessories got to really be on point, and then you got to be careful about the width of the stripe.
Scale of the stripe.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say because some of our what do we call them, Kaylin? Our what do we call them? Our larger gents. What do we call them?
Our mega men.
Our mega men, right? I just you don't want to have a stripe that big, and then it's just all eyes on me. All eyes on me.
If you got a little more. If the Lord gave you a little more blessing,
right?
You don't need to be walking around with the Beetlejuice stripe.
No, you don't. It's just facts.
With the Beetlejuice stripes or the life stripes.
No, you don't.
Life.
Man, you know what? Yeah. Speaking of life, this portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. I did that without even looking, folks. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every single time. Call us today at area code 832. I got to get professional again. Casey Kasem, call us today at area code 832-772-7789. Or you can send us an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. Up next, Casey's Top 40.
No, Casey needs to go back home. So let's continue to chop it.
I be making jokes in here today.
Man,
it really is no good.
No, these lights is killer.
They got the heat on hell in here.
So let's continue with this style conversation, man, and talk about florals. Again, we're talking about the spring trends, right?
Well, we didn't really astound on the vertical stripes. Go ahead and tell us a little bit more about the vertical.
You want to hear a little bit more? Well, there are a variety of widths, right? You know what I'm saying?
Because I know we were talking about the width, and somebody's like, okay, so what's a good width? Like, how do I know what width works for me?
Go ahead, Dorian. Give him the game.
No pressure, by the way.
No, never. I would say Bengal stripe, but then I have to break that down. So, I guess that would almost be average.
Yeah.
That's maybe a half
inch
as far as width. I mean, if you got to talk about width. I would almost say like this waistcoat I have on, which this is super, super thin, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah, less is more, basically, when it comes to stripes.
If you want to, I want to wear stripes. Let's go from smallest, and then you got to literally look at yourself. Like, no, that's really not, that's not a, I'm trying to be. No, it's not working.
Because you want stripes to the stripes to accent your body, not accentuate your body. There's a difference, right?
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? It's a part of the look, but you don't want it to draw into any part of your body that you might not be fully proud of at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I am proud of And what's very common is florals, right?
Yes,
Men is
yes.
florals. Now, a lot of guys have an abstention to florals.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be dope. A lot of guys have an abstention to florals, man. But and it is important to note that in this day and age, florals are no longer just a spring / summer print, but you see more of them in spring and summer because of the vibrancies and the colors, right, Dorian?
Correct.
But how do you wear florals intelligently if you're new to it, right? It's simple. The first way, you can just a tie, just a simple floral tie.
Yeah.
Do a floral tie, a small pedal, small gauge on the pedals.
I prefer the slim necktie versus the one that you used to give your dad, especially if you're starting out with florals. Simply because if you're just learning how to do that, just take it easy. Don't get the big fat tie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would like B is saying 2 and 2.5.
Yeah.
If you starting.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean if it's a knitted tie, these are like almost like 2 and some change.
Right.
But a knit, your typical neckwear. Yeah, start more rat packish.
Yeah, more rat packish.
2 and change.
But also remember that your lapel and your tie should be similar in width.
It's correct.
So that's
All of it work. Yeah.
So that's really what it should happen. Another way to wear your and then how do you pair it, right? If you want to do something different, put it on with some double denim. You know what I'm saying? Put the necktie on with a cold denim shirt, bruh. Right? And some denim and Aaron's favorite shoes, Chelsea boots.
Or just for me, a rule of thumb is if I'm wearing something that's with like floral or something that's louder, I'm gonna pair that or match that with something a single color,
Solid.
Single solid color.
Yeah.
Pants, shirt, something, you know what I'm saying, just to take away from, because you want, if you're going to wear something like that, you want that to be your accent
pop.
piece.
Yeah.
You want that
That's
to be the piece that, all right, look, everybody, here this is. Complement it with some dope shoes, though, to match whatever. Now, I like that.
Yeah,
that's
number
like
2.
that.
But see, check it. So number 2,
I like that.
a way that guys a way that guys can do it, and a lot of guys, it takes some moxie and takes some skill. But listen, if you listen to what the game I'm about to give you, floral pants. Now the fit has to be right.
Has to be right. That is perfect.
Also with the floral
I
pants.
had those shoes, too.
Also with
You
the
wear this, too.
hold on. Also with the floor and
That's already in my mind. Where I'm
absolutely
at.
Thursday where I'm going. But check it. You wear the floral pants. With the floral pants, you want to show some ankle.
Yeah.
You want to show some ankle, right? They don't need to be too long and all the break, because what that does is that makes it look even busier when you have break and fabric on fabric on fabric at the ankle, right? But you want to pair it with a solid shirt, simple shirt. Don't go crazy. They don't jump out the window, and some solid shoes. Now, the brother in the picture, for those who are watching, and the brother in the picture, and for those who are listening, he's wearing some espadrilles, some striped espadrilles. But the reason he can pull it off is because he has ankle showing that's breaking up the busyness.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
His shirt is anchoring the look.
Absolutely.
In the solid, which
absolutely
Kaylin is referring to.
Absolutely. And so get you some floral pants, man. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. Another way to do it is a floral suit. Now, guys,
you gotta be
skilled. This is for the advanced, brother.
You gotta let people know, like, look, I do this. I'm true to this, not new to this.
So first of all, you gotta be mad confident. Mad confident.
Aaron, are you ready to rock the floral suit?
You ready to rock the Aaron?
Absolutely not.
But the floral suit, a fun way to rock the floral suit is a floral suit pants. I mean, a short pants suit. A short pants suit. And
not with my legs.
You funny. And so go ahead and Google the floral short pantsuits, and it's an amazing look with a simple dope shoe. Lastly, that's it. Really, that's it. That's really it. Those are the 3 ways that you really can do it. And we can talk about shirts. I mean, I think people know about floral shirts and pocket squares and all that kind of deal. But you really want to jazz it up, get you some floral pants or a floral suit. You'll really kill it, man. But now, I'm excited about this next segment.
Yeah, Doc.
This is the one I wanted to get to. Man,
I can't wait to answer these questions.
Or nah.
You said what?
I can't wait to answer these questions.
Man up or nah. So we had shout out to my girl Shirley Remo. We had her on last week, and I was asking her these questions, and these questions stem from the show on BT called Man Cave, and they had a really great dialogue that I think is important for us to have as four brothers in different walks of our lives and different relationship levels that I right currently. You know, it's one of those things that I just think it's a necessary conversation to have. B.
You know, there's a lot of necessary conversations we as men need to have. We're talking about a lot of stuff today, and one of the underlying factors that we always try to bring about is we don't just talk about fashion on the show. We talk about gentlemanly culture altogether. And I feel like in order to facilitate some of these looks that we're talking about, to do some of the stuff that we want to do with our families and the community, this and that, it's going to make sure that you have set yourself apart in certain areas. One of the most gentlemanly things you can do is take care of yourself financially.
Absolutely.
And if you're having trouble in that area, I think I can help you.
How can you help
figure
us?
that out? This portion of the show is sponsored by the Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33%, or you could say more than 77 million Americans, don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Please do not become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary financial personal strategy today. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463, or you can email them at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services.
Listen, that ad is directly related to what we're about to talk about here, right? Like, I mean directly related. So let's just jump it up. Man up or no, right?
Okay.
And everybody chime in. All of us chime in. I asked these questions to Cheryl and Remo last week, as I stated earlier, and I just want to hear from you guys. She gave her perspective from a woman's perspective, but we'll start with you.
If you don't ask these questions,
shut up.
I'm so ready to answer.
I'm gonna start with you, Aaron.
Okay.
When you were dating,
Right.
before you were married, you were happily
Right.
married. Now so you're good, wifey. We love you. Aaron's good. He's a great guy. Would you let the woman pay?
Yep. Oh wait, you say Aaron?
Honestly, no. No.
Okay,
I would not.
tell me why.
I mean, in college, you know, of course, we young, we don't have a lot of money, but still,
Broke.
we was broke.
You was
know.
young, dumb, and
Yeah, I was broke.
Broke.
But you know, I was taught from my parents, you know, to definitely pay for your woman. You know, now you don't take every chick out for a date. You know, some people that you want to take to that next level. Yeah, then you know, that's the people who earn the respect.
So wait. If you want to think about for a date, what was you? Oh, wait a minute, player.
Yeah.
Now you hot. Oh, now you hot. No, okay.
No, I mean, it's just being honest.
No doubt, for sure.
You know, I just think that, you know, as
don't tell us what you think your parents want to hear.
No. My parents is listening. As a young college student, man, back in the day, you have to be smart about what you do with your finances. So you gotta pre-qualify people for that type
What
of
is this, a credit application?
But if you are trying to be smart, then you know there are times when the right one may say, "Hey, I want to take you out. I don't want this to be just something to where it's just you got to pay all the time. I want to."
My dad was telling me when he met my mom, that's what made my mom stand out. She asked to go Dutch, and I was like, "Okay, that's pretty dope." And when I met my wife, she said that, you know, college, like I said, we live off a stipend, and she's like, "Well, let's go out. I'll pay for it." I was like, "Okay."
So you did let somebody pay for you.
But that's my wife.
Okay,
But then I'm at a point in my life now that I knew, okay, she's dope. She's down for me. You know, I'm in grad school. She's an undergrad. This is the person who I probably spend my life with. And she said she will pay. She'll go half. I was like, okay, cool. But in the past, nah. I mean, I'm paying it because now I'm trying to impress. You know.
Dorian, what say you, brother?
Listen,
Yeah, let's hear this.
Listen, since I am the single ambassador
Yes.
at this table.
Yes. Let's hear what you got to say.
Oh man. No.
He's an idiot.
Oh man. I think if it's casual dating or you're in pursuit of a woman, like it's not just I met you and let's go kick it. My pride and ego and persona is too whatever. So I wouldn't allow her like out the gate. Now as if we starting to date more and more, and she wants to, I got it. Well, that's fine, but like,
so tell me, why does it even matter? Why does it even matter?
I really hear somebody in my mind.
Like seriously, I want to know why does it even matter who pays?
It depends on your intentions. What I mean by that is, like, if you trying to finesse and if you trying to get over on chicks and you trying to, do the whole I forgot my
you weak.
Spot me. You know what I'm saying? That's
weak.
one thing.
That's weak.
But if it's authentic and somebody is genuinely, because there are times when I really wanted to take people out and I just couldn't, because I just didn't have it. And they did, and they were good, or they had a lot of the girls in college. This ain't everybody, but a lot of the girls in college, I knew they had daddies or uncles or somebody that would give them money if they really wanted to do something or go somewhere, or you know what I'm saying. And as a guy, my dad was like, "Man, you gonna figure it out." You know what I'm saying? So I remember my wife and I, the very first time we went out to eat, I thought she was playing, because at that time I thought I was a little, bachelor, whatever. I was, had options. She was like, "Yo, let's go out to eat." And I'm thinking, like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? First she said, "No, let's go out to eat." And I was like, "Cool." She's like, "Let's go to Houston." She said exactly the restaurant she wanted to go to. And back in college, somebody talking about Houston, or right out of college, excuse me, I was fresh out of college. I'm like, Houston's? I'm like, I just met you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Houston's is like, you know what I'm saying? You got to really. She's like, and she looked at me and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I should have said the whole thing." I said, "Let's go. I'll pay," since it was my idea. Right. I don't mind paying. I just really want to go to Houston's, and I feel like your company would be great assisting me at the place that I was already going to go.
Shout out to Heather. Well played.
Like, here I am thinking I'm getting over, and really she just, somebody was going to go, and it just happened to be me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw that question, like, would you let a woman pay? I would, but with the right intentions. I would let a woman pay, but with the right intentions. If I know I got it and I don't really care too much about this woman and I'm just trying to get over, like, why would you let them pay? You know what I'm saying? But if I am really curious about the potential of where this could go, and the reason why they want to pay, like, a part of me is like, I want to see what this is about, where her head at and where her mindset is, because so many times guys fuss about women not helping out, or women not doing this, or women not doing that. So it's like, when we finally do have a woman that says, look, and that's for her own security and whatever too, it makes her feel like, I don't need nothing. He didn't give me something. This was something we collectively chose to do, and I played a part in that as well.
All right, so let's move. Y'all should see the face on our producer, who happens to be a young lady. Terry, what up? Appreciate you working the ones and twos back there for us. But listen, so how long, in y'all's estimation, man, should a woman date on potential? Man, look, every guy ain't got it. He's getting there, right? So how long should a woman wait for this brother to get there and continue to date with him? Date him.
I'm gonna let our guest answer that.
That's our guests. Whoever.
Well, you married, so you already you gotta ride it down.
Our guest.
To date on potential, what do you mean?
So it's like, women have the innate ability to see past where you are,
right?
Especially when they rock with you and say, "Yo, he's got a plan. He's doing something. But sometimes the plan can be extended, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality. But we all know somebody or knew somebody who was in that situation where was always trying to get there, or when I'm talking about money, right? Let's look at something else. Pursuing their dream, like trying to really go after whatever their dream is. And so how long should a woman wait for you to get there before she's like, okay, I'm good?
Well, I mean, I think in a relationship, if she's waiting with you, you're both growing and you're both going in some direction, in her personal life and whatnot. But if the relationship isn't healthy, if it's a lot of dispute, if it's a lot of back and forth, if you guys aren't, if you're living together, and that also causes issues too. If the relationship isn't right, then what's the point of perhaps you guys shouldn't be together? But if she's down for you, she's holding you down. If y'all holding each other down, if y'all are growing in Christ, growing in different aspects in your life, then I don't think there's a timeline for that. Because for me and my wife, it happened pretty quick in regard to my generation, my age group. But it could have lasted us 2 years, 3 years until we got to that marriage point. So I don't think there's a timeline for that. I just think if there's issues in a relationship, then maybe perhaps y'all aren't gonna get there.
Dorian, what say you, bro?
Man, listen. It's heavy for me, man, because y'all are. I'm really single, so listen. And I can. I mean, I can kind of. I mean, just being really transparent. I mean, I can relate to this question.
Okay.
To piggyback off what Aaron was saying, I feel like sometimes we mistake some people for some people in your life for seasons, and some are meant for lifetimes. So even in potential, if you're not doing, I mean, because you got to work the whole wheel. Faith without works is dead. So even if I have this aspiring dream, like my passion to become fill in the blank, if I'm not doing anything to progress to that, and I'm just drifting on a memory on some Isley Brothers stuff, you know what I mean? Like I really want to.
I should have done that. I should have done that at karaoke.
Like
yesterday.
if I'm just living off the ideal, then if I mean, speaking from
if it's not progressing,
like for the man, like we can't expect her. For the single fellas, we can't expect her to wait. I mean, not even necessarily the connotation of we talking about like a marriage, but we can't expect her to stay
in a relationship
to enjoy the fruits of our labor if we're not doing what's necessary.
Are you saying for the dudes who are still trying to be rappers at 45?
Man, you know, everybody uses that. I mean, when we talk about this kind of stuff,
this different things.
dig, yeah. But I feel like if that's the case, if I'm trying to rap, no, that may not be like, no, bro. I have no bars. Hey. I have no like. You gotta. I think within dreams that come out of potential, like you have to be realistic. Yeah. We as men have to be realistic in, is that really, it may not necessarily be that lane of within the genre of what you're trying to do. It may be a subsidiary of it.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I was about to say, is that oftentimes, you know, once you're with the right woman, she'll help you get to, you may not be a rapper, but your beats are fire. So you might want to pursue, you know what I'm saying?
Or writing.
You know, you cannot rap, but your lyrics are bananas. You know what I'm saying? And so when you get with the right woman, oftentimes she pushes you towards greatness, and you're experiencing that with Fab right now.
Yes. I have a question.
What's up?
I've been seeing this trend a lot more lately. Under any circumstance, I have to preface it that way. Is it okay for a woman to propose to a man?
Can I go, please? Can I start? Because I've been asking the question. Can I answer the question now?
Yes.
Under any circumstance? Hell no.
To the no.
No. And let me tell you why I say that. I understand.
Go ahead, because I can't. These are some good questions,
by the way. I understand, you know, that a woman can do it. She has the right to, absolutely, right? But speaking as a man who used to be in them streets heavy, if I wanted you, I let you know I wanted you. And so if a man don't want you, he ain't gonna say nothing, period, right? And so it's one of those things that if a guy is waiting on you to propose, or you know before he knows, why the hell would you propose to him and set yourself up for failure in a marriage? A man is, in my opinion, a man is supposed to lead in that category, in proposing. Now I know that there are, you know, it may be old school, and you know what I'm saying? No. But I'm so like, yo, you proposing to a dude ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, I do want to marry you. Nah, fam, you already know if you want to marry her or not. That's just the facts. It's just the way it is. There's no way. There's no way.
All right, guest, how do you feel about that?
To co-sign on Kaylin, I know we in 2018. I know we have an orange president. I know women are like, I'm down with it. Like, women, I love you. I'm down for women is the new empowerment. I dig it. I dig it. Y'all can do anything. But nevertheless, some things
you shouldn't do.
You shouldn't do. Not because you can't, but it's just, and this goes in the, depending on the rhetoric you hold. I mean, for me, the man is priest, provider, protector. So, and that's on the marriage tip. So why would I allow, if this is the woman I desire to be with for forever, I allow her to have to show that type of leadership? Because like Kaylin said, I mean, I really don't. I mean, I like Steve Harvey and his whole whatever when he do his relationship stuff. I remember I saw a small clip and he said, if a man wants to marry you, he'll marry you. So if he doesn't propose, then that just means you're not the one.
Right.
Facts.
If I don't propose to you, that means you're not the one, because he will change and propose for the right woman.
Now,
and here's
it
the
might
thing.
change.
Part of me almost feels like too, as a man, we, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent, a man, he wants to feel like, and you realize this after you're married, that there's no such thing, but a man wants to feel like it's the right time, it's the right this.
Right.
And after you get married, you realize there is no such thing as the right time, the right this, right that. It's just either you go for it or you don't. But I feel like for me, I would feel like if a woman proposed, if my wife would have proposed to me, I would have felt like she was cajoling me into the marriage.
Yeah.
I would have felt like she was really trying to strong arm me into, this is what I want and you're going to do it, and I'm going to make it to where you can't say no because I'm going to do it in front of family and friends and whatever. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it just establishes the roles in the marriage too. Like the woman proposed, like what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like there are some things, and I'm not saying that a woman can't be so in love with a man that she can't want to marry him and try to whatever. But at the end of the day, the Bible says, "He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and not she that findeth a husband findeth a good thing." You know what I'm saying? Your wife is your favor, and so the man has to go and obtain his favor by doing what he's supposed to do as being, and as it relates to being a man, and really just letting her know, "I choose you.
Yeah,
I want you to spend the rest of my life with."
He that finds, so to find, I have to be in pursuit.
Have to seek.
So it's not necessarily the first woman I find is a wife. A man that finds a wife is a wife already. It's not you become a wife.
Right.
When I found you, you were already in position to be a wife.
Facts. Aaron, what say you, bruh?
Just the whole process before you propose is major. Like, when I went to go speak to my wife's uncle and grandfather, man, it gave me the sense of pride, because now they're asking me my plans. You know, what do you have planned for my granddaughter? What do you have planned for my niece? Unfortunately, my wife's father passed away when she was a kid, so she never had her father in her life. So just preparing that path for her. She was in Atlanta, she came out there to Houston. So that right there gave me a sense of pride. Like, wow, like I have this person who looking to me to keep her safe, provide for her, protect her. And with my father, a strong person in my life, you know, he asked me 1,000 times. He asked me day of my wedding, "Are you ready for this?" He asked me before I proposed, "Are you ready for this?" You know, so just, I can't personally see a woman proposing to me and that actually working out, because going the farthest to actually prepare the way is major.
So Terry, our producer, wanted to chime in, and she had a question that she just pinned to us, and the question was, if a woman does propose, does the man lose interest? I've never been in a position, so I can't say.
But we're hunters by nature, and so when you take the hunt away, you take the fun away, the desire to hunt.
You take the hunt away, you take the fun away.
My intrigue is gone.
You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. Yeah. That because there's a certain mystique that a woman has that I just gotta go get.
Is that the same as if somebody proposed to you, man or woman, and they say no? Does that end the relationship? Is that the same type of?
No. She just said if she proposes, period. Are you like what are you doing? Like you're not even the one now.
So I mean,
what you saying? If the answer is
no, either way, if a woman proposed and then I say no, do I lose interest in her then, or is
I don't know.
It done?
Listen,
how long you been with a person? So now that she took the.
It depends. I guess it depends on the guy, man. But let's move forward. We only got a couple more minutes. Who should be the breadwinner in the relationship?
Don't ask me.
Who should be the breadwinner in the
I
relationship?
feel like I feel like that doesn't matter anymore. I really don't.
It doesn't matter.
And not unless now it only matters if you have that type of woman that's gonna let you know she's, you know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, yeah. And neither one, the man or the woman, shouldn't do that.
But you'll know that before a man proposes.
Absolutely.
Not to bring that back up.
Absolutely.
I think nowadays, you know, I think it's dope to see. I think it's sexy to see a woman out there getting it.
Yeah,
like if you my woman grinding, and like my wife, she grinds, and I think that's dope because she's bringing her own to the table. And now we have more, so we can go out and travel and do stuff. And I think it's dope.
Dorian, what say you?
I say both. We both got to get it.
Yeah.
Nobody is in the 1%. Pause.
Right.
So whoever my wife, if I get married, will be is we both got to go get it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't come from that type of lineage to where you can just stay home and you and Lululemon and you going jogging at Memorial and then everything's taken care of. Is that ideal? Hell, I want to do that too.
Right.
But we both got to be on that plow.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. I would agree with you. Now, last question before we get up out of here. Can a man
rob God? Oh, wait, no.
Can a will a man rob God? Come on, Malachi. Poor. Can a man be a stay-at-home dad?
Listen.
Let me say it like this, because I got a friend who's a stay-at-home
Can
dad.
or should?
But hold on. I mean, you know what I'm asking. But I got a friend who's a stay-at-home dad, but because his son has autism, it just makes sense for him to be the caretaker. You see what I'm saying? So that's different because he's better equipped to do that. But I'm saying just regular, air quote, regular circumstances.
That goes back to pride.
Can a man be a stay-at-home dad?
I think it's possible.
And as someone,
I said I want to.
As someone who has, I have a child and about to have a second one. There's no greater joy. There's no greater joy, bro, than to raise your kids. I'm dead serious. Please echo this beat in Dorian. There's no greater joy than to raise your kids.
Kids.
You know what I'm saying? There's no greater joy than to be there and spend all this time with your family.
I would agree 100%, and you really don't know what that feels like until you're actually in those shoes. Because I used to see other people with their kids. I'm like, man, that kid bears on. You know what I'm saying? But then when you have your own kid, like my daughter would get on my last nerves. But then she'll just do something and she'll give this little look or something.
Melt.
And man. Yeah. And to know that you're raising, even with my son that doesn't live with me, like just to see him growing, or when I do spend time with him, or when I talk to him on the phone, or you know what I'm saying, it makes you wish you had more of those moments to be an integral part.
So to have more of those moments, would you be a stay-at-home dad?
If my wife was making
$200, yeah,
$200 and up, what you need me to do, baby? You want darks with lights? What you want? Warm water coat? What you need? Yeah.
What say you?
I agree. That's when it's possible. When the income.
So
because I wouldn't just be a stay-at-home dad. I would be at home, but I would be doing other stuff. I would be working on an at-home business. I would be, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't just be comfortable. Like, okay, I know my wife makes this, but dang, if I did something, we could make more. Like I don't want to just be complacent with, you know what I'm saying?
So does that we gotta go? But does that diminish the value of parenting? Saying I gotta make more. Because listen, because we'll let the wife be the stay at home if we making the $200 or the $150, right? We'll let the wife stay home. You know what I'm saying? To be the home, to be the. So
you're not gonna just be shopping and living Sex in the City Part 3. It's only 2. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be doing something else. Yeah. Like you can't just not
in Dorian household.
Even if I'm in position to where everything is good, car notes, mortgage.
Right, travel.
The dog, when we go out of town, got his
kennel.
Yeah. You know, the puppy daycare, whatever. No, you need to be doing something. A nonprofit, getting with B for the fab. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Or you not finna just be at the. I don't.
Listen, man, this relationship talk is always super fun, man. But the time has run out
again. Yeah, we could be here talking for another hour.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But no, we left it. I did it last on purpose to leave something to be desired. But listen, I want to thank Aaron and Dorian for hanging out with us, man, talking that gentlemanly talk. B, give them some last words real quick before we go, bro.
Man, just be thankful for the unexpected moments that happen in your life. There's a lot of times every single day that we have an idea or a plan of how our day is going to go or how we would like for it to go, or what we want to accomplish by the end of a certain time period. But there are so many unexpected things, people, and tasks that we have to accomplish or that come in before us that we don't expect or plan on. So by having it's one thing to have a spirit of expectation, but it's another thing to have a spirit of expectation for the unplanned or the unexpected things. Because if you expect the unexpected, you'll never get caught off guard, and you won't allow it to sour the rest of your day or your mindset or your mental psyche when somebody speaks to you in a certain manner or a certain tone, or when something doesn't happen that you were really planning on happening. You know, understand that this is all a part of a bigger plan and purpose for my day overall, which is more or less leading to the overall purpose and plan of my life. And if I understand that unexpected things that I can't control are part of my development, then at the end of the day, everything that happens to you, you'll understand the true meaning of it happening for a reason.
Yeah, there it is, man. Well, guys, I'm Kalen Laws. You can follow me at Senor Wapo on all social media outlets.
Excuse me, Dorian at Black Prestige, all social media platforms.
Aaron Wilson, I am Aaron W.
Is there an underscore anything in there?
There was, actually. I am _Aaron W.
Man, this is your boy, Real BMONT. That's all you need to know if you want to find me.
I hate you. Listen, B, you can keep it gangster,
Or you can keep it gentlemanly.
but always keep it G. Till next time, gentlemen.